What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. At this point, sorry, I had to scratch my nose, it itches. At this point, I don't really have any plans for this video other than just kind of a weekend vlog style video. I'm going to be doing a lot of different things. Last night, me and Corey wrapped up the Escalade engine swap that I told you guys about, and I also pulled my girlfriend's car and put it on the lift and did a complete rebuild on the front end. Pretty much everything that you could change on it, we changed. Just trying to get rid of, had a little bit of strut noise, but it's upward in the higher miles now, so we figured we might as well go ahead and redo everything on it. But in this video, I just kind of want to explain to you guys real quick before we go possibly get this. You guys know, if you guys have watched the channel, I have trucks, but I never really have had one that's like a reliable, like, okay, if I need to take this thing to Tennessee and pick up something, I can do it. I always have to borrow something, and it's never been an issue, but I really would like to have my own truck. Now, the truck we're gonna go buy is probably something a little different than what you guys thought that I would buy whenever I was ready. But it's a half ton. We're gonna go look at a 2013 Ram with a 5.7 Hemi half ton tomorrow morning. It has like 65,000 miles on it. It's a cloth interior. It has a full center console, 6-speed truck, automatic. So we're gonna go check that out in the morning and maybe trade the Fusion in on it. And yeah, we'll have our own reliable truck. As long as everything checks out in it. Gonna try to get Corey to go with me. If you guys know, Corey is a certified Chrysler technician going on 10 years now. And it's pretty much just one of those things where, like on this, I drive, this is my daily driver here, this Fusion, and it's just getting kind of high in the miles, and I really want a truck. And with Corey being a certified Chrysler technician for 10 years, I mean, pretty much anything that truck would ever need, we have in the bag, no problem. They're notorious for the lifters going bad in them, and it'll basically wipe out the camshaft, but as long as it doesn't have any noises, it does have a warranty on it. So I'm going to maybe try to, if we can work with them a little bit on the price. Hey, you know, I don't really want the warranty, but can you come down some on the price? Because it is it's like a certified used vehicle because it's so low in miles and stuff. But I really don't care about their warranty because the only thing that would really break on it in theory is the lifters and the camshaft, and I would rather fix that myself and have someone else do it, to be honest with you guys. So we're gonna go over there in the morning. We're pulling up to Baylor's right now. We're gonna go try to sell the blue Dodge that you guys saw we picked up in the last video or the video before. We're gonna go check, I need to park a little different than how I am. We're gonna go check it out, or go see if we can sell it, and that's really gonna determine whether or not we go get this truck tomorrow. Honestly, I'd like to have some extra cash to do it, but yeah, I just kind of want to inform you guys. I don't want you guys to like freak out and be like, why are you buying a half ton? Why didn't you buy a Cummins? Well, the reason why is because I like working on Cummins. I like driving them and everything, but I honestly don't want to go buy a $30,000 to $40,000 truck and have to deal with all the emission stuff on it and have a 68 RFE transmission that could fail. Not that that's a problem. I mean, we could fix it, but honestly, I would rather invest money back into the channel, into other projects, and into basically Dirty Diamond Diesel LLC as a business. So I really just don't want to go spend that kind of money on a truck and have to work on it. I mean, the Hemi, it's 5.7 Hemi. The worst thing that's going to happen to this thing is the camshaft and lifters. We probably will never have an issue with it, but if something was to break, that's probably what it would be. So that's why we're buying a half ton. The thing, I think they're rated to tow close to 10,000 pounds. So anything we'll be able to tow the Shorty to the track. We'll be able to tow pretty much anything that we need. If we need to go get a decent sized truck on a trailer and it's not super far away, we can use it. There's Bailey. Yeah, basically just wanted you guys to be aware of what the situation is and why we are looking at a truck like that, as opposed to just going and buying a new diesel. So we're over at Bailey's now. I think we're gonna hop in his truck and the blue truck and see if we can go get this thing sold. Well, guys, I'm back at the house now, but well, let me flip this around. So as of right now, the plan is me and Corey are gonna, maybe Bailey's gonna go, we're gonna go up there at 10 in the morning, check out this half ton. I'm not absolutely 1,000% dead set on it, but I really do like it for the price, and it should be a pretty good truck for us. pretty excited about it now. I haven't really daily drove a truck since I was probably 19-ish, 19. So a couple years now. Haven't really daily drove a truck, so I'm pretty excited to get back in the one that I can daily drive, and just not worry about constantly wanting to do stuff to it. Now we are going to do some modifications to this if we get it, guys. We'll probably throw some wheels and tires on it, a leveling kit, maybe take some of the badges off, some window tint, stuff like that. But as far as performance goes, I really don't see anything right off the bat. We're really just going to drive it and use it and have a reliable truck. I mean, I know it's nothing special to you guys, but to me, it's a lot to have a nice, reliable truck again. So I'm pretty excited about it. But I just hope you guys are cool on the same page of why I'm going with a half ton and not buying a diesel. Diesels are just super expensive, and I like working on them. Like I said, you guys know I got the Shorty. We've got tons of money wound up in that, but we really just don't want to have another one to maintain. And well, guys, that was Saturday, I believe, the last time. Well, it was Friday the last time that we talked, but change of plans. Me and Corey ended up going to the dealership, and we checked out a couple of the trucks. Me and Corey went to the dealership, and we checked out a couple of the trucks, and a couple of the ones that we saw that I went to drive, I got in it, had exhaust manifold leaks, had dents all over it, the key fob was broken. I just really wasn't about it, and I just ended up passing on it. And my buddy put his truck up for sale, and it's not at all what I was talking about getting, kind of back in the same boat as before, but this one is pretty good truck so far. I've already drove it a good ways, and he was daily driving it like 40 miles a day. So I'll go ahead and show it to you guys now. It is just another second gen, guys. This is a 2-wheel drive, long bed, 24 valve. It's 2001. It is a, he's just using it pretty much as a daily driver / tow rig. Has a gooseneck, flip over ball in the bed. Already equipped with a Reese hitch. Has a 4-inch exhaust on it. It's got some brand new tires on it. She's not the best looker, I would say. She's got some rust, but it's a pretty solid truck, and he did quite a bit of work to it to make it a pretty reliable platform. It's got the vinyl inside on the floor. I really like that, easy to clean out. The dash is kind of busted up. But yeah, the seat over there is kind of blown out. I'll jump over there in a second, show it to you guys. But we're able to pick this thing up at a pretty good deal, and I think it's going to be a good daily driver that we can rely on. I'm going to try to daily drive this thing. I mean, I'm going to start tomorrow daily driving it. And actually have to pick up a trailer with it tomorrow, so I'll get to do a little bit of towing. And it's just bone stock, 24 valve. I know the lighting's not the best. It's bone stock, 24 valve. It's got 290,000 miles on it. It's got the sport front end off the black Dodge that we parted out. He ended up buying that off me, primered it red. So we may go in and do a little spray painting action there, just to kind of show you guys like spray painting at home. My best tips I found to make it look decent. It's not going to look good at it by any means, but maybe do a video on that. And here's this side of it. And it does have a Dana 70 in the rear with disc brakes. It's already equipped with a trailer brake controller. And that all works good. So she's a pretty nice rig, guys. Seat is blown out. We'll have to get a new cushion for the seat. That's no big deal. Be able to find one pretty cheap used. It's a power truck, has power windows. I was debating taking all the power stuff out, putting it in the Shorty, making this a crank window truck, but I don't really know if that's a good idea because I don't think it'd be that hard to find this stuff. So I probably won't do that, but just kind of something I thought about. She runs pretty good, though. I'll start up for you guys. So yeah, she runs pretty good. Already has an aftermarket radio in it. The air conditioning, this is like one of my main things about this truck, guys. The air conditioning works. And I'm super excited about that because I just really like air conditioning. Yeah, I just really like that about it. A lot of the stuff, I mean, there's really hardly any small issues with it. It has like a little weird like two-way radio on it and some other stuff. It's got like this little light down here for your feet. the guy I got it off of was a truck driver, so he says it's like trucker stuff, I guess. But other than that, I mean, she's really not a bad truck, just rust, but it was cheap. Should be reliable. I know it's reliable as far as he's owned it. And I really don't think we'll have to do anything to it. Performance-wise, all it has the S&B intake, and it has some RV, the 275 injectors. They're just like a little bit bigger than stock. It's supposed to help with fuel mileage a little bit. So, yeah, that's pretty much it on this thing. I do have a couple updates on the Shorty I want to show you guys. Back on the Shorty thing, guys, we got a lot of stuff done on this since the last time you guys saw it. We did have to pull the dash out, which I think I showed you guys the clips of that earlier in the video. If not, I'll put them in right now. As I'm pretty sure, by the way, check out the new haircut. If you're on Instagram, you saw that. Pretty sure you guys saw, I told you guys about the issues we had with the Shorty. We didn't have heat, and we noticed that our HVAC box was hanging like 3 or 4 inches lower than it should be. I tried to move it around in the truck without pulling the dash, and I couldn't. Back right now, I have a lot of stuff unplugged. Had to take quite a bit of stuff apart, honestly, to get to this point, but I can kind of wiggle it. It's like in a bind right now. Like, I can kind of move it, but I need to slide it up and get the hole out of that, and then slide the studs through the firewall. For some reason, it must have came loose whenever I had the dash out of it, so I'm having to do all this again. Quite a bit of stuff you have to take apart to get it to this point. But I'm just trying to figure it out because I want to have air conditioning and I want to have heat. So the wire that actually controls the heat knob came unhooked at some point too. So I'm pretty concerned about that. But I have the dash rolled back right now. I'm hoping I don't have to take it completely out so I don't have to mess with the steering column stuff. But I do have it rolled back, and all the stuff over there unplugged. There's like 3 master plugs, some stuff that goes into the fuse box. All that stuff's unplugged right now, and we are trying to just figure out why this thing is just in a bind. Guys, just like that, we got our interior all put back together, got our dash in, everything's installed. We're gonna start it up. It's 1 in the morning right now. I really want to know if this thing has heat, and we're gonna pull it outside and see if we have some heat. Have some heat in this thing. Feels pretty warm, guys. I am pretty excited that I got that fixed, so maybe we'll try to get the air conditioning going tomorrow so that way we can knock that off the list. But I just got her up to temp here, and we got heat, so call that a success. I also got these new floor mats. But yeah, I'm really starting to like this truck a lot, guys. Oh, also, if any of you guys know anyone with a 98 bezel, has to have like the flip up thing here and then the airbag down here. Normally I think they're backwards. If you know anyone that has one of these bezels, this plastic piece here, I will buy it from you. Just let me know. But apparently they're really hard to find. But we got the dash pulled back out of it, got all of our HVAC stuff working. We have heat now. We also have air conditioning. AC condenser on it. We got it's just a replacement from the auto parts store. Had to find a bolt and stuff on there. But yeah, we were able to bolt this on here, guys, and believe it or not, this is actually the AC compressor that came off of Mason's truck. You guys can see how crusty that thing is. Believe it or not, I bought 1 big can of the squeezable, because I don't have an AC machine yet. So I bought 1 big can of the squeezable charge it yourself kit, and then 1 small one. This deal here, I took 1 of these, came with the nozzle, and then I bought 1 can of Freon. I didn't even use hardly half of this, guys. It called for 32 ounces. I put like 30 in it, and we have ice cold air conditioning in that truck. Let me tell you guys, that makes it awesome to drive, because Indiana has some pretty hot summers, so it does make a big difference to me. I'm not trying to go rambling on about having air conditioning, guys, but it just really is a finishing touch, and something that on the fun ones I was never able to accomplish just because it was pretty expensive to put it on the truck. Just the kit initially, I would have almost had $1,000 in it, and I would have still had to get lines made, and it was just a pretty big pain in the butt to make it happen. But on these platforms, it's a lot easier to do so. As far as that, I don't really think there's anything else I need to tell you guys about. I know it's been a minute since we made a video, but I've been doing a ton of stuff in the background. It's not really YouTube channel related, just stuff at the house, repairs, getting all the trees cleaned up from last week. So I just want to let you guys know why it's been so long. But yeah, I do have one more thing for this I want to show you guys. Actually, I have a couple things we're going to show you guys. So one of the big issues with this truck that I'm going to experience once I get the rear end locked, which will probably end up welding it at this point, is the axle wrap. The axle is going to want to move whenever you go to launch it and stuff. The axle is going to want to kind of twist a little bit, and Basically, that would allow the axle, yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. It's hard on the leaf springs, it's just hard on and everything. So we want to keep the axle still to avoid wheel hop and everything else. So we actually picked up some traction bars for this thing, and these are perfect length. And we've got mounts for them. All we got to do is get this stuff welded on, but I need to go up to a buddy's and use his welder, because the welder I have here is only 110, and it's probably going to take a 220 MIG welder to get these bad boys on. But yeah, I'm excited to get them put on. The welds on them aren't the prettiest, but they're going to work perfect. They have a nice locking Heim joint here, and we're going to just probably spray paint them. I was going to powder coat them, but I got matching. This is the actual color code of the truck itself with clear coat, dropping stuff. So we'll get all this stuff put on, and they should look pretty good on there, and really help out a lot. Probably ride a little rougher, but when it comes to launches and stuff like that, it's going to help out a lot. Another thing that I wanted to tell you guys about, we don't really have all the pieces for it yet, so I'll wait till all of it comes in, but we are going to be doing a second gen swap on Corey's truck. You guys have seen it a couple times on the channel. We've done a little bit of work, but we've never really modified it any or done any performance upgrades. So Smetting Diesel is working with us again, guys, and Smetting Diesel is an awesome company. I highly recommend their turbos and their turbo kits. We've used several of them now, and I highly recommend them. They were willing to work with us on a second-hand swap for Corey's truck, an entire kit, everything to put it on, turbo, manifold, all the piping and stuff. And yeah, it's just pretty cool. The company of that size is willing to work with a YouTube channel of our size, help us out, and just kind of give us a break, and work with us on stuff like that more than anything. So yeah, on Corey's truck, we're going to put an S467 on it, 3-piece manifold, T4, and we're going to do a full installation, guys. We're going to show you every little bit and piece you're going to have to do to modify that and put that kit on. We're going to get before and after driving clips. His truck has stock injectors. All it has is a programmer with a little bit of transmission work. So I feel like it'll be a perfect truck to show you guys on a 5.9 what an S467 will do, because I see that question. That is like the most common question you'll see today is this turbo going to spool? You know, a lot of guys have third gens right now. There's like a really extremely popular truck. What turbo kit should I get? Should I get a drop-in? Should I get the second gen swap? What should I do? We're just going to show you guys a before and after going from the HE351 to the S467. So huge shout out to Smetting. If you guys are interested in any Smetting turbo products, there is a link in the description below. Go check that out. You can get 5% off. I believe it's Dirty Diamond 5 or Dirty Diamond Diesel 5. You'll have to look. And you guys can get 5% off their products, and that also helps us out as well, so we can do more reviews on their parts and stuff, guys. So go check them out. But yeah, wow, that was a lot of talking. I'm just trying to go eat. I'm really hungry. So that was a lot of talking, but we got a new truck again, guys. We're trying this again. I know the black one didn't really work out. We just had problems with it, and we didn't want to put a bunch of money into it. So you can see what's left of it right there. So we're trying this again. This thing should be a pretty good truck for us. 2-wheel drive, 24 valve. Should be a good, reliable platform. But without further ado, that is going to wrap up the end of this kind of weird, boring video. Be sure to like, subscribe. Got some other surprises coming for you guys. Not really surprises, just stuff to show you that we're going to be trying to learn. So we'll catch up with you guys on the next one. See you later. Thanks for watching.